online. The segments of the second International Law Fest 2020 online were the second International Humanitarian Law Moot Court Competition 2020, the second one, International Poster Presentation on Gender-Based Violence and Justice for the Rape Victim, and thirdly, International Webinar on Justice Mechanism for Genocide. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm thrilled by the fact that over 500 students of 50 different public and private universities of Bangladesh and overseas have successfully participated in the second International Law Fest 2020. We had total number of 20 participating teams in the IHL Moot Court competition. We have more than 50 participants in the International Poster Presentation competition and 275 registered participants in the International Webinar on Justice Mechanism for Genocide. Thanks to everyone for bringing your expertise and experience in the second International Law Fest 2020 and engaging in such a fruitful and constructive and open exchange thought away these 3 long days. Ladies and gentlemen, we had a total number of 48 distinguished lawyers, judges, academicians, researchers, members of civil society, media personalities, and delegates of different national and international NGOs from home and abroad who acted as adjudicators and panelists of all these 3 segments of Second International Law Fest 2020. Special thanks to all the adjudicators for their immense support. By saying this, I would like to again thank all of our guests, our participants, organizers who have worked so hard for last 2 months. So by saying this, again, Assalamu alaikum, and thank you everyone.
Thank you, Shanti, for describing the segments and success of the Second International Law Fest 2020. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm overjoyed to inform you that we have among us Her Excellency, Hon'ble Justice, Madam Naima Haider, Hon'ble Justice, High Court Division, Supreme Court of Bangladesh, as chief guest of the closing ceremony. You will concur with me that a few words are not sufficient to introduce today's chief guest. Her presence has enhanced the privilege of our event and made this event more sophisticated. She is the proud daughter of 5th Chief Justice of Bangladesh, the Honorable Chief Justice Bujul Haider Choudhury. Ladies and gentlemen, we also have among us 4 distinguished special guests of this closing ceremony. Let me introduce each of them one by one. First of all, Shah Munjurul Haq, Sir, Advocate, Bangladesh Supreme Court, Head and Founder, Haq and Associates, and Advisor, NILS Bangladesh. Mr. Haq is widely recognized as one of the rising formidable lawyers of the Supreme Court of Bangladesh. His passion for legal education and teaching law has helped him to be one of the finest lawyers of this generation, and he has significantly contributed to the legal education in Bangladesh. Secondly, we have with us Professor Dr. Farhana Hilal Mehtab, Madam, Associate Dean, Faculty of Humanities and Social Science, Daffodil International University. Professor Mehtab has received PhD from the University of Dhaka. She has a great contribution in writing books and publications in the legal arena. Thirdly, we have with us Christian Richardson, Madam, Associate Professor and Chairperson, Department of Land Management and Law, Jagannath University. Ms. Richardson completed Advanced LLM from South Asian University, India. She received SARC Silver Jubilee Scholarship from India in 2013 and South Asian Scholarship from South Asian University in 2012. Finally, we have with us Mr. Pratik Bokshi, founder NILS International and co-founder World Law Forum. Mr. Bakshi is a lawyer come entrepreneur from India. He has founded several organizations in the past 6 years, including the Network for International Law Students, in short NILS, and World Law Forum. He founded the NILS in 2014, which has become one of the fastest growing law students associations in the world. And it has so far 28 national chapters in 28 countries of 5 continents under his leadership. Currently, Mr. Bakshi, as a consultant, advises several leading law firms in India. Ladies and gentlemen, this grand closing ceremony will be presided by Professor ABM Abu Noman, Dean, Faculty of Law, University of Chittagong, and advisor NILS Bangladesh. Professor Noman has been one of the main proponents of this program from the very beginning, and it is a true standout in this field. He has a great understanding of what it takes to truly make the event continue on a path of progress and a remarkable vision of the future of the journey. May I request all the dignitaries to accept our gratitude for being present in this grand closing ceremony. Thank you, everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, at this stage, I'd like to invite on microphone Mr. Mohammad Mamun, President, NILS Bangladesh, to welcome the gathering on behalf of the organizing committee of the Second International Law Fest 2020. Mr. Mohammad Mamun.
Thank you very much. Honorable Chief Guest of the ceremony, Her Excellency, Honorable Justice Madam Naima Haider, Honorable Justice of the High Court Division of Supreme Court of Bangladesh, Honorable Special Guest of the ceremony, Shah Manjurul Haq Sir, Advocate Bangladesh Supreme Court and Head and Founder, Haq and Associates, and Honorable Advisor of NILS Bangladesh, Special Guest Professor Dr. Farhana Helal Mehtab Ma'am, Associate Dean, Faculty of Humanities and Social Science, Darfur International University, Special Guest Christine Richardson Madam, Associate Professor and Chairman, Department of Land Management and Law, Jagannath University, and special guest, Mr. Pratik Bakshi, founder, NILS International, and co-founder, World Law Forum. Dear presents, dear participants, and teachers and organizers. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Good evening. I would like to, first of all, I would like to just express my heartiest thanks and gratefulness to Honorable Chief Guest of today's ceremony. This is my wonderful opportunity to be here today with Honorable Chief Guest of the ceremony, Her Excellency, Honorable Justice Madam Naima Haider. I had the opportunity to hear Madam at the closing ceremony of 6 NILS Mooting School, and I am fortunate enough to see Madam again in our program today. Her presence itself enough to mesmerize and to light out any programs. Welcome, Madam, in our program, and thank you very much for joining us today. And today we also have another special guest, Mr. Pratik Bakshi, who have founded NILS International, and NILS Bangladesh is one of the chapter country of NILS. I welcome you to the programs of NILS Bangladesh, and I offer my heartiest thanks to you for joining us today. And also our very special guest, Shah Manjurul Haq Sir. Again, I would like to convey my gratitude to you and for offering us best possible support and best possible advices always, and for patronizing us in our different initiatives and our works, and for praising our works always. Thank you very much, sir, for joining us again today after opening ceremony. And again, Dr. Farhana Helal Mehtab ma'am, I really love to see, and I really always this is inspiring for us to have you among us. And Christine Richardson madam, you are with us throughout this whole program in poster presentation also. I welcome you all from the core of my heart, and thank you very much for joining us today. Dear presents, I would like to acknowledge the effort of the organizing body of this second international law fest. The tiresome effort which has been offered by our organizers made this event even a very successful one. 500 participants from 50 universities around the world have joined in 3 days Law Fest, and this was possible only for their efforts. I'd like to especially mention the effort of the organizing head, Lutfun Nahashunchi. This is really so much appreciating. I would like to share with our guests that, and also to chief guest, Madam Excellency, Lutfun Nahashunchi has done a tremendous job, and he is a lady. Being a lady, this is always so tough to work, but again, like you, the charm, Shunchi proved it, that she has the charm to conduct and to run such a big event and take the responsibility. I would like to offer thanks from all the members of NILS Bangladesh to Lutfun Nahashunchi for taking the lead and for gifting us and a very successful event. Again, thank you very much. I would like to acknowledge the support offered by our sponsors, the Hawk and Associates, and of course of Saklan Bhaya, for their contribution. We have made this out. Without their cooperation, it was not possible for us to run this program. For sponsoring us, thank you very much, Hawk and Associates and Saklan Imbon Bhaya. And to all the media partners and others, I would like to offer thanks from NILS Bangladesh. I would not take much time because I am eagerly waiting to hear today's chief guest, Honorable Justice Madam Naima Haider. Please remember us in your prayer, and thank you very much for joining us today. This is Mohammad Mamun, President of NILS Bangladesh, welcoming you all to the grand closing ceremony of Second International Law Fest. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mohammad Mamun. Now I'd like to invite on microphone Ms. Nasril Sultana, founder, trustee, and founding president, NILS Bangladesh, to express her special remarks about the event. Ms. Nasril Sultana. Ms. Nasril Sultana, I'd like to request you to unmute your mic.
Thank you so much, Pizwar, my colleague. For maybe this is for the first time in an occasion I'm coming on camera, because I'm so excited that everyone is here, and the most special moment that we are getting our Honorable Justice Naima Haider Madam once again with us. So I couldn't conceal myself from Madam Naima Haider. So I came on appearance, especially for you, Madam. So I am inviting all of the guests, honorable guest panel, including Her Excellency Honorable Justice Naima Haider, Honorable Justice, Supreme Court of Bangladesh, Shah Monjurul Haq Sir, Advocate, Supreme Court of Bangladesh, Farhana Helal Mehtab Madam, Professor, Daffodil International University, Christy Richardson Ma'am, Chairman, Department of Land Management and Law, Jagannath University, and Pratik is going to join soon. He's not here at this moment, but he will join soon. I am inviting all of you in the Grand Second International Law Fest. Actually, you are gathering to learn from you, to listen to you. We are not here to give our speech. We're actually waiting for you to learn and to do better in future, how to improve ourselves, how to make a better program in future, and also to get the encouragement what the organizers need, organizers and participants need. I'm especially thanking the participants. They are extremely well mannered, well functioned. I'm saying well functioned because they're completing the whole fest in online without any disturbance. Yesterday we completed 7-round mode, and participants were not tired at all. They were doing their mode code completion from morning to night. It was 8:30 p.m. when the program stopped, and it was 8:30 a.m. when it was inaugurated. So it was very hectic schedule, but our participants was very patient and very active throughout the whole day. We are very scared that what could be done in online, but our participants convinced us they're extraordinary. Our organizers are beyond the words. Our organizers are too much extraordinary that I cannot express how they organized throughout the 2 months. This is not a 3 days program. This is a 2 months planning, 2 months hardworking, 2 months investment of time, and lots of enthusiasm. I must acknowledge the organizing head, Lutfurnaha Shonchoi. She is working. She is working after surviving from Corona. She's just a Corona survivor. She's working day and night, forgetting her health concern and all. It's extremely extraordinary that people used to say in NILS, female figure is Nasreen. I must assure the next female figure will be Lutfurnaha Shonchi to be followed.
Thank
So
you, Apu. Thank you. That's very much. You said so much. I'm not like that. Thank you so much.
thank you, Shanti. It is her extreme hard work. We all are assisting her. But the vehicle was with her. She was the driver who ran the whole program. We have President Muhammad Mamoon, General Secretary Muhammad Sajjad, Editorial Chief Ibnad Bhuya, Editorial Associate Nadia Islam. We have trustee member Pizwar Hussain, who worked day and night for last 2 months for this program. It was extremely their teamwork which made this program possible. And the adjudicators and guest panel, especially I'm watching here Nicole from USA. Nicole was extremely assist. This is Nicole's contribution was extremely extraordinary. She was working with us for last 2 months to making our moot court competition successful, to make a quality fact sheet for the moot court competition, and she was here today with the webinar which she moderated with other three guest panel. She was the judge of our moot court grand finale also. Nicole, thank you so much. We have taken so much time from you. You are busy, but for last 2 months, we keep no stone unturned to disturb you. Thank you once again. We have a good bunch of adjudicators of 50 adjudicators from home and abroad, from judges, academicians, lawyers, practitioners, NGO worker, NGO professionals, and so many from media personalities also. We are very thankful to our adjudicators who spend their time in this pandemic for us, and left remarkable contribution for the participants and for the organizers. We are very, very grateful to all our adjudicators and panelist speakers. Without you, it was not possible. Without your cooperation, we couldn't do much. It was you who pushed us to make a better and successful program that we are observing today. But the persons behind who are contributing for this program is equally goes to our adjudicators, panelist speakers, and other advisors who are contributing for this. Also, we must acknowledge the cooperation of our advisor Shahamanjul Haq sir, who was a pillar for this program. I must mention his name. He has a very extraordinary contribution for the program. We feel encouraged, we feel brave when he's with us. Professor Noman sir, who is the chair of this program, we always torture him in real sense, not I'm saying for just saying. It is true. We always torture him with lots of issues, for lots of cooperation. Sir, dear Noman sir, we are extremely grateful to you for your advice and for bearing us always. Professor Farhana Helal Mehtap madam and Christian madam, two female figure who always who are always with us with their encouragement at any time when we call them, when we knock them, that they never say no. They're always positive. It is positive in positive sense, not in COVID sense. It is positive in real positive sense that they never say no to us. They always encourages NILS. They always encourages us. It is very mention of the contribution for NILS. I salute to lady professors who are always with us. Thank you so much, madam. And lastly, with whom I started my speech, I have just seen Pratik has joined. Thank you, Pratik. I'm welcoming you. Pratik is the founder, president, and founder trustee of NILS International.
Hi. Hi.
Thank you, Pratik. Pratik, I think he's in car.
Yes, yes. I actually got late. I was in an arbitration, so yeah, I just got over and I rushed for this.
Yeah. Thank you, Pratik, but for joining with us.
No problem.
So
No problem, Nasreen. Thanks for the invite, and it's great to see Miss Bangladesh doing so great and being so active, and so it's overwhelming to see how good you have been. And this year, you have moved out of Bangladesh, and it's an international event with more than 500 students. So it's quite an overwhelming response. Also, considering 2020 was a relatively bad year or an awkward year for everyone working remotely, I would assume, and still pulling such a great event with such big participation. A big congratulations to you and all your team.
thank you, Pratik. We want to hear you more after my speech. Um, so, Pratik, welcome you again. Pratik was the mastermind of NILS International. He's from India and he's actively working in India, consulting many leading law firms. He's a very, very busy person. He was my first inspiration in doing organization. If you ask me the role model for any organization, I will say it is always Pratik Bokshi, from whom I was inspired to be a lead in this Bangladesh. So my lifetime organizational icon will be Pratik. So thank you, Pratik, once again. And lastly, my speech, I am taking much time because I think I'm too much excited and emotional. So being a bit unprofessional, I am seeking apology to you all. Once again, I am expressing my heartiest gratitude to Naima Haider, Justice Naima Haider, madam. Your presence make this program really, really brave and beautiful. Without your presence, I don't think the closing ceremony could be beautiful and complete. It is you who complete the program with your gracious presence. Madam, much love and thanks. Goodbye.
Thank you, Nasreen, for sharing your remarks. Ladies and gentlemen, we have with us one of the honorable adjudicators of the final round of the second IHL Moot Court Competition 2020. And she is Miss Nicole, very close to us. She is legal advisor of Study of Justice and Rights, in short AZAR, and former attorney in the Office of the Prosecutor, ICTY. I'd like to invite Nicole on microphone to say a few words.
I'm very grateful to be here, and I'm going to keep my words very short because I am very excited about the guests that we have to speak to us. So I'd like to thank everyone for including me in this extraordinary event. I've really enjoyed it. I've learned a lot myself, but I've also been extraordinarily impressed with the high caliber of work that has been shown and demonstrated by all the participants, and again, sincerely grateful, and I look forward to the discussions to come. Thank you.
Thank you, Nicole, for your speech, for helping us to prepare the moot problem of the second IHL Moot Court Competition again. We have with us Irene Victoria Messamino, who was one of the speakers of the international webinar on justice mechanisms for genocide. I'd like to invite Irene Victoria Misomeno, who is human rights lawyer and head professor of human rights in Latin America, Department of International Education, to say a few words. Ladies and gentlemen, Irene Victoria Misomeno.
Thank you, Pishwar. Thank you. Well, I'll just keep it short as well. I'm surprised to be honored to give the time to say a few words. It's always a pleasure to participate in any event in Bangladesh. Of course, it would be much nicer to be there in person, but I actually love my online sessions, the online sessions that I had in different schools and now in this conference, because I see so many people, so many young people interest. I've been participating in Zoom webinars like most of us during this entire pandemic, and I hardly see the amount of people and interest that I see when I participate in something organized in Bangladesh. So thank you all. Thank you for your interest. Keep it like this, because I think you will make great changes in your country and in the world. Your contributions will be fantastic, and keep your interest up. Thank you for letting me participate one more time and making this Bangladesh bond even stronger for me. So thank you so much. And my pleasure to meet all the people of NILS, that this is probably my first time for the majority. Thank you, Pishwar.
Thank you, Nicole. Nicole, thank you, Irene. Irene is also a very close friend of me. Thank you, Irene, for your contribution. Now, I'd like to invite on microphone Mr. Pratik Bakshi, founder NILS International and co-founder World Law Forum, to say a few words. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Pratik Bakshi.
Hi, hello. Hi, sorry, I'm driving again, so apologies. I couldn't make into a formal setup. I was called up to an arbitration at the last moment. Anyway, like I said, it is quite overwhelming for me to see an organization that I founded with the aim that it would connect law students from across the world and would make law students more active and more professional in the approach that's taking shape, and it's being led from the front by NIS Bangladesh and everyone, Nasreen and all the team members who are behind it. And it is especially a tricky year for a tricky year 2020. We have seen a lot, and I'm sure you must have had your own set of challenges to deal with in organizing this. But at the end, now we all see how successful you have become. So no words need to be said there anymore. And yeah, so I was actually I have also been recently working on a case which involves some Bangladesh parties. It's again a human rights issue because of non-payment of wages, which happened to COVID. So I would say as lawyers or as law students, our responsibility increases in such a tricky situation like this, where all of us have to be more proactive and just do what's best. Do what's best for the society and see how to make a turnaround from here. Thank you. And congratulations once again to everyone.
Thank you, Mr. Bakshi. We will truly cherish the drawing you have given us. With pleasure, now I'm going to invite on the microphone Christian Richardson, Madam, Associate Professor and Chairperson, Department of Land Management and Law, Jagannath University, to deliver her speech. Ladies and gentlemen, Ms. Christian Richardson, Madam.
Hello. Thank you,
Yes,
Pishwar.
Madam, we can hear you. Thank you.
Thank you. It's always a very nice opportunity to be at news programs, and especially this second fest where you have covered issues of IHL gender-based violence, genocide, all very contemporary issues. And these 3 days have been hectic for you, but I hope it's also very fruitful, because I have learned from being a part of the program. And I think the participants also have learned a lot, have shared their experience and broadened their understanding. So I would like to congratulate NILS for organizing such a program, especially during this pandemic situation, when it started at the beginning. I think myself also, I felt lost, like what's happening, and you cannot meet anyone, and then I cannot go out of the house. But finally we found a solution. We got on the virtual platform, and so we are all here. At least we can see each other. So that's something good. And I'm lucky to be one of the adjudicators for today's gender-based violence, the poster presentation. It was a really good presentation, I would like to say. All those who participated, they really had a good understanding of gender-based violence, the recommendations that came forward, the issues that they brought. However, since it was a competition in the sense, so it was difficult judging. Judging is always very difficult. But I think finally we have to come up with three winners. So the rest are not losers. They are people who have gained experience. And this experience they will put to use maybe in the next programs whenever they get a chance. So all the participants who have joined here, they have all gained experience. And I think all these new, these young minds, and the specialty, I think, of this second International Law Fest, where we have interdisciplinary students. So political science, I think criminology and law. So very, also very linked subjects, because law doesn't operate alone. The issues of sociology and politics and criminology, everything comes in together. So it was a good initiative, I think, of NILS for bringing in all the other disciplines. And it's always nice to be here. I feel good, and actually thank you, NILS, especially Nasreen. Whenever there is some program of NILS, Nasreen is always calling me up, and this is one organization that I never say no. I reschedule my stuff, and but I love to be here with NILS. Pisuar is here, one of my former students, and I'm very proud of him. He's so active with his work. Keep it up, Pisuar. And well, all the participants who have participated here. So I hope they have all broadened their understanding, shared their experience, and they can become the young future leaders who can bring change, not only in their home countries, but also globally. So I wish everyone success. I wish everyone becomes an instrument of change, and we can make this world a better place. So thank you, NILS. And also thank you all the guests who are present here today. Justice Naima Haider, Madam, whose presence always enlightens the program. I'm also a fan of her speech. I love to hear her speaking. And when she's on the program, I think there's not very much for us to say. It's just to listen to her and all the experience she has, especially relating to women issues. So thank you, all guests, and thank you, NILS, for having me here today.
Thank you, Madam, for your precious words. Now I'd like to invite on the microphone Professor Dr. Farhana Hilal Mehtab, Madam, Associate Dean, Faculty of Humanities and Social Science, Daffodil International University, to share her thoughts. Ladies and gentlemen, Professor Dr. Farhana Hilal Mehtaf, Madam.
Assalamu alaikum and very good evening. Firstly, congratulations NILS for completing all the events successfully. Warm thanks to each and every single persons who were involved in this tiresome job but took it as a challenge and proved themselves wonderfully. My brilliant boys and girls and their extraordinary mentors, thank you all to make Second International Law Fest 2020 a grand success. Now, about myself. I'm truly honored to be in the guest panel with all the vibrant legal personalities and humbled to deliver my speech as a special guest, where the chief guest is Her Excellency, Honorable Justice Madam Naima Haider, Honorable Justice, High Court Division, Supreme Court of Bangladesh. I consider myself very fortunate to know this elegant personality since my student life for more than 3 decades. Her speech means a package of legal matters and the art of speaking. With everyone, I'm eagerly waiting to listen from Her Excellency. The program chair, Professor Dr. ABM Abu Noman, Dean Faculty of Law, University of Chittagong, warm thanks to you for contributing in NILS so beautifully and logically. Dear all, the law students' participation from different countries has given the Law Fest 2020 and true international fair. But I must add that today's sessions have made the Law Fest truly an international one, especially I'm talking about the international webinar on justice mechanism for genocide, which was one of the parts of the fest and organized by NILS Bangladesh with the event support of Center for the Studies of Genocide and Justice, Liberation War Museum. Fortunately, I could make time for listening talk on amicus brief on Myanmar Rohingya situation by Dr. Rizwanul Haq, Professor, Department of Law, University of Dhaka, and I listened to Patrick Burgess, President, Asia Justice and Rights. Mr. Patrick talked about the challenges on genocide, and he explained it so wonderfully to the students that I felt like I was in the classroom. Special thanks to Ms. Nicole to moderate the session so lively. Ms. Irene, thanks for keeping faith on the youth, the younger generation of Bangladesh. I enjoyed final round, second part of the international poster presentation competition on gender-based violence and justice for the rape victim. I must say, their presentation was very remarkable. I think the final round of the second International Humanitarian Law Moot Court competition, which was one of the most attractive segments of the Law Fest, was very exciting. This is the good part of the pandemic, that our law students around the globe are able to watch the final rounds of any moot, which was always closed door competition before the pandemic. The warm wishes to the brilliant adjudicators to make that dream comes true. A special thanks to the organizers for your 2 months contribution. The beautiful program presenters, thank you too. And my dear and near one, Nasreen Sultana, the former president in NILS Bangladesh. To me, you are always very special. Dear 500 participants, I must say you will cherish every bit of this festival in future. Yes, with this saying, I want to conclude my speech. Oh yes, and thanks for inviting me and make my time memorable too for you. I don't mind to reschedule my program like my younger sister, Christian Richardson. Thank you all.
Thank you, madam. It's very gracious of you to bring us a housewarming present all the time. Now I'd like to invite on the microphone Shah Munjirul Haq, sir, Advocate, Bangladesh Supreme Court, Head and Founder, Haq and Associates, and Advisor, NILS Bangladesh, to say a few words. Ladies and gentlemen, Shah Munjirul Haq, sir.
Assalamu alaikum. Very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I beg to pay homage to the father of the nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, especially in this month, the month of victory. I beg to pay homage also to the all martyrs who fought for the country. And I want to congratulate all the participants of the NILS Bangladesh chapter for doing this Law of Esteem 2020 very successfully, especially the president, Mr. Mamun, and the founder president and the woman behind this NIL, Nasreen Sultana, and organizing this wonderful event for the law students of the home and abroad. And this event has taken a new wave with the presence of our chief guest, Madam Justice Naima Haider, the Honorable Justice of the Supreme Court of Bangladesh. I believe that her presence has made this event a special one, bright and beautiful, definitely. And I also believe that her thoughtful, encouraging speech shall have a lasting mark upon the all participants. And I want to give him thanks to participate with us, all our special guests, and especially our chair, Professor ABM Abu Noman, and the other special guests. The subject matter has been set for the discussion and for the competition this year bears significant importance, not only for the law students, but also for the people across the globe. The issues of genocide, war crimes, and crime against humanity pervades more than a century, shaking the world conscience. At present, for Bangladesh, as well as for international community, Rohingya is a grave crisis. Thank to Honorable Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina for sheltering more than 1 million Rohingya in Bangladesh. This apart, gender violence continues to be one of the most prevalent forms of the violence against women in the world, and Bangladesh is no exception. This violence is breach of human rights as well as crime against humanity. For this year, 16 days of activism against gender-based violence, UN Women Executive Director, while celebrating International Day for the Elimination of Violence Against Women, said, "If I could have one wish granted, it might will be a total end to rape." ICJ, ICC, and the ad hoc tribunals, the international communities are trying the level best to establish a safe world free from genocide, war crime, and crime against humanity. But the mechanism in place is not simply enough to prevent all these worst forms of crime. The academics, the practitioners, as well as law students and the students from other disciplines should develop greater expertise in these fields of international law and also should play a pivotal role in creating awareness among the people. As I have the noteworthy quotation from famous philosopher Confucius, our greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. As this event closes, once again, good evening and congratulations to all. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your speech. We all surely feel very dignified now. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to hear from the chief guest of the closing ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear from Madam Justice Naima Haider, Honorable Justice of the High Court Division, Supreme Court of Bangladesh. I'd like to invite on the microphone Madam Justice Naima Haider to deliver her speech. Honorable Madam Justice Naima Haider.
Am I audible? Can you all hear me?
Yes, madam, we can hear you very well.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
The chair of the grand closing ceremony, Professor ABM Abu Noman, the Dean of the Faculty of Law of the University of Chittagong, special guests, Shah Manzar al-Haq, Advocate, Supreme Court of Bangladesh, and advisor of the NILS Bangladesh, Professor Dr. Farhana Hela Mehtab, who has already told you that she has been knowing me for the last 3 decades. She was a little girl since the time I knew her, and now the Associate Dean of the Faculty of Humanities and Social Science of Daffodil International University, Ms. Christine Richardson, Associate Professor and chairperson of the Department of Land Management and Law of Jagannath University, Mr. Pratik Bakshi, the founder of NILS International and co-founder of World Law Forum, Ms. Nasreen Sultana, I would again say the founding president of NILS Bangladesh, who has always been in touch with me about any of the events of the NILS that takes place. And all other participants, the adjudicators, the students, everybody from around the world, I think about 50 countries that you had mentioned, all participants, everyone here on the platform or not even on online. A very good evening to you all. I really wish this was not an online platform. It was something like, person to person. I feel much better. I feel at ease, and it's lovely to interact with everyone, especially, as I say, before the court, it's an eye-to-eye contact. But unfortunately, we are unable to do this at this point in time. But I must say, congratulate also to the organizers that during the pandemic, they have been doing such a wonderful job. Congratulations to you all, not just the winners, but everyone who participated in this grand, I would say, moot competition. I feel a privilege and an honor to be here at the closing ceremony of this long, 3-day long. I was told it was a 3-day, that's what I noticed, International Law Fest of 2020, with even support for the Center for the Study of Genocide and Justice, Liberation War Museum. The month is special to us, and I pay my deep homage to the greatest Bengali of all times, father of the nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. I would also like to pay my tribute to the 3 million martyrs and 2 lakh women who faced sexual violence during the war, Liberation War. To the freedom fighters, I salute. To begin with, I would say law as a profession is a very satisfying one. It fulfills your intellectual lust, as I say. And at the same time, it also provides immense opportunities of earning and elevating your status to the topmost of the society. However, your motto must be to earn by serving and not to serve by earning. While I was a student, I still remember a student of law. I always tell everyone that my first lessons of jurisprudence was at home from my dear father. I recall him telling me one day, having chosen law as a professional career, if in the beginning the entrant does not run after money, the day is not far off when money runs after the professional, and the professional does not bother to count the words earned during the day. I would say I was not that fortunate enough because of the fact that I had chosen a different line altogether. I being one, when I started my career in law, was inducted to the Attorney General's office at a very early stage of my life. And then that is how my journey began. To be very honest, I'll tell you this, if I had been on the stage, then it would have been more prudent to answer any questions that you might have. But since it's a virtual platform, I would only say, as I say, it's a one-way traffic, as I say. So in this one-way traffic, I would tell you this. I could see from the speeches that were being delivered by some of the girls, from the ladies, in fact, I would say girls of today. They were mentioning that not too many girls do come to the profession. This is very right. Because you know why? Because girls and ladies and women, whatever you may think, they're always viewed as somebody who can't cope with the challenges of the career in law. I, for one, took this as a challenge. I, being the only daughter of my parents, my brother had opted to study medicine. So I was the only one who had studied law, actually. And when I began my career, I still remember, I also started my career as a lecturer of the university. And my first lecturership was at the Islamic University in Kushtia. At that point in time, I had also taken it as a challenge when my father said that you can never go and live anywhere outside Dhaka because you were born here and brought up here. believe you me, the girls, the participants especially, I would tell them, not the ones that are on the platform because they're all very established by now. So I would tell these girls and the boys who have been the participants especially that, you must take everything as a challenge in life. Unless and until you do not take anything as a challenge, you cannot go to the top. And you cannot make anything. In whichever field of law you may go, your motto should be service. Not just law, actually. It can be any field of education. It can be anything that you go forward. Your motto should be service. If you are honest in your dealings and aim high, there would be no end to achievements. I would say, not me, everyone would say that the profession is law is a very crowded one, undoubtedly. But you know what? I'll tell you, there is always a vacant room at the top. The crowd is only at the bottom when we start. When we start from the university, give our exams, then enter the law profession. And then after a few years, we can't sustain for many other reasons. But I will tell you this, if you aim high, there will be a lot of crowd in the bottom, but there are vacant rooms at the top. So you better start to aim high. The study of law has got two aspects. Firstly, I would tell you that you study the law for its own sake as you study philosophy or any other subjects. And secondly, you study to make a living. I'm sure all of you have heard, since there are many participants from across the world, there is a Bengali saying that who does not have any work, they only opt for studying law, which is not correct, actually. The study of the law can be an intellectual occupation, and that law is certainly a branch for learning. Now, reverting back to the aim and the objective of the NILS, which I have noticed, I could see that this time it aims to cover human rights, genocide, violence against women, etc. There are a wide range of grave human rights issues in Bangladesh. The slaughter that took place in Bangladesh stands out as one of the most abhorrent human rights transgressions the world has ever seen. The 1971 Liberation War has narrated thousands of personal stories. Blood leaks through the line of events. The genocide committed in Bangladesh in 1971 is widely considered to be one of the worst genocides in any recent history. But this genocide, I would say, despite the indiscriminate killings of a huge number of innocent men, women, and children, was also very much target-oriented. During the 9 months of the military crackdown on the entire Bengali civilian population in Bangladesh, according to the Bangladesh government statistics, at least 200,000 Bengali women of all ages were raped and ravished. After the liberation of Bangladesh, it was Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, the founding father of the nation, tried to honor these dishonored girls and women by naming them the war heroines, and had ordered to prepare a list of these persons who were subjected to sexual torture of the highest degree. As I could gather from the mails that I've received and also from the posters, the aim of this moot court competition of 2020 was to make law students aware about this developing area of law and to understand the core issues guiding it. And I'm sure each one of you have certainly gathered experience during the 3 days, which you utilize and you are going to utilize later in quest of further developments in your future endeavors. I would say it is inevitable that we are going through unprecedented times, and the shadow pandemic of gender violence, gender-based violence specifically, worldwide is real. Why I'm saying this? Violence against women and girls continues to be a global epidemic that kills and tortures, not only physically, but psychologically, sexually, and economically. It is one of the most pervasive of human rights violations, denying women and girls equality, security, dignity, self-worth, and their right to enjoy fundamental freedoms. A lot of these issues arise out of outdated cultural, societal, and patriarchal norms. It is now of utmost importance to recover better, as the theme as we say this time, it was the 10th of December. And I've always enjoyed December. I don't know why, probably because the 10th, as I say, the December is a victory day for us, the 16th of December, and the 10th of December being the Human Rights Day. I would say this year's Human Rights Day highlighted stand for human rights. Advancing human rights would mean rejection of atrocity, absolutism, oppression, and shed light on our potential to live in a more harmonious, dignified, and self-determining society. I, as a sitting judge, I would like to shed some light on some of the developments that had restored inherent dignity and the private life of women in Bangladesh. There have been various legal developments in Bangladesh with regard to protecting women's rights. And like any other country in this world, we still have a long way to go before we achieve systematic gender balance. But I take pride on one of the latest verdicts that was passed by the High Court, in which I was the sitting judge. We had ordered the government to replace the word Kumari. Kumari is virgin, and Obibahito. Obibahito means unmarried. On Kabinnama. Kabinnama means marriage certificates of Muslim marriages in Bangladesh. Under the new law, the groom is also needed to declare about his marital status. The marital status of the groom was not to be declared earlier. And this bench, our bench, we thought that this is something discriminatory treatment. Since we have international audience here, I would like to briefly shed light on the background of the case in question. The Kabinnama is a written document that is signed by two Muslim partners under the Muslim Family Laws Ordinance of 1961, which is the legal evidence of the civil union and lays down the rights and obligations of the bride and the groom. Clause number 5 of the form demands a bride to specify whether she is virgin, whether she is Kumari. Kumari means she is not married, she was never married before, or widowed or divorced. This we found to be extremely, I would say, extremely demeaning. The groom is not required to make any statement whatsoever. In that petition that was before our bench, the campaigners had stated that the clause perpetuates discrimination between men and women and results in violation of Articles 27, 28, 31, and 32 of the Constitution. This, I would say, a landmark verdict, and the developments, advancements would not have been possible if lawyers like you, who are adjudicators today, would not have come, who are the civil rights organizations, who are always before us. I always say it is the bench, not the bench. It is the bar that makes the bench, and it's the bench that gives you to the bar. So unless and until you make good lawyers, you cannot make the bench, as I say, an extremely fruitful one, or for that matter, somebody who could give you something. So this moot court competition, why I shed light on this is particularly when I found that violence against women, genocide was there. I thought it was a fantastic time that I could refer this case to you all before this platform, the virtual platform that we have today. And thanks to the organizers for bringing us all together from different parts of the world on this virtual platform. At least you could be heard and I could be heard as well. And I think these moot court competitions, which were not present during our times at all, I really say that girls of today and the boys of today are extremely, very, very lucky to be a part of these moot court competitions. As you know why I say it? Because these moot court competitions do develop you, build yourself in this competitive world that we live in. The image of a lawyer, as we say in society, as well as the self-image of the profession of law, is not what it ought to have been given, the diverse roles. And it is important that the profession exists for the people and not the way around. It's like you live for the profession, not that you live for the law. Yes, you do live for the profession, and the profession exists for people like you. I'm not only talking about the legal profession here, I'm talking about every profession that you may profess, especially, of course, here is the legal profession which we are sort of confined to. And I would say the profession of legal profession is so organized today that requires certain changes to let a more rational distribution of work, and to promote the standards of efficiency and accountability, which is very much needed in this world now. The lack of accountability is something which we do not look forward to. We need accountability as well. The way a lawyer thinks, acts, and conducts himself or herself will have to change if legal services have to be a powerful tool for justice in an unequal society world. It is here that legal education or a moot court competition has to take its lesson on value addition. Justice must become central to the law curriculum, and community-based learning must give the desired value orientation in the making of a lawyer. Kudos to the organizers for making such a contribution in making of a lawyer by holding these moot court competitions all over the world. I would certainly, on a personal note, congratulate each one of them for continuously holding these competitions and building the career of law and instill the values that this profession holds. I wish, as I said, during my days when I was a student, I remember that I had to travel a lot, go beyond everything, and really had to run how to be a good lawyer, how to speak before the court. But these moot court competitions, if they were there at that point in time, I would have considered myself to be extremely lucky. But as I say, be that as it may, I did hold on to my challenge to become a lawyer. And of course, I would say that I humbly remember my parents who have showed me the way. And I would say my heartfelt congratulations once again, not only to the winners, but each one of you. As somebody did mention, nobody is a loser here. Each one of you who have participated do deserve recognition. And kudos to you. And I will congratulate each one of you who have participated in the moot court competition. And to those who have inspired you to be a part of the moot court competition. It could have been your parents, your friends, your cousins, your sister, your brother, your husband, your wife, whoever. Whoever has inspired you is the inspiration that makes us what we are today. Somebody along the line of what you are today, or somebody, it can be your teacher. Teachers do play a dominant role, as my teachers have always been. Whenever I had walked around the corridors of the Dhaka University, I would say, it was the teachers who made us what we are today. Each one of us proud to be a student of the Faculty of Law of University of Dhaka. I am proud that I was a teacher at the Islamic University, Kushtia. I am proud that I was a member of the Faculty of Law as an assistant professor, as a lecturer first, and then as an assistant professor before I moved towards the bench, towards actually the career of law. As I told you, my father once said, it at home said that, the career of law is possibly not for girls. The teaching career is for law. That is when I took it as a challenge. Why is it that we girls can't come forward? It is his inspiration. Had he not put the challenge before me, I don't think I would have come to pursue the career in law. Believe you me, I probably would not have. So I say, because my father has put the challenge on me, because I think that, he really wanted me to come to the profession, being the legacy, because I'm the third in legacy in line, being taking the career in law. So because my brother had already adopted for something else, for medicine. So probably it is through me that he wanted to see. And that is why he now, as I age every day. So that's one, I feel that it was actually my father wanted me to come to the profession, not just he told me that the career of teaching is good, bad. No, not at all. My father has told me that whatever profession that you may profess, try to be at the top. So I will encourage each one of you today that do whatever your heart tells you to do. Do whatever your mind tells you to do. Do good, do better. Enjoy your life. As each one of you must. It is not just reading books. As I say, no, it's not just reading books. See a good movie, go to a theater, enjoy a coffee with your friends. You know why I say enjoy a coffee with your friends? When you enjoy a coffee with your friends, especially me, when I enjoy, at this age, I would say, when I enjoy with the coffee with my friends, you know what we talk about? Not for movies, no. We always talk about what is going on. Who Who was the bench that had given a rule? Who was the bench that has given this judgment? It is always settling with law. Everything is law related. Even if it's a cousin who is not, has studied law ever, I would still discuss with him or her that, you know what, these are the challenges that we have before the courts in law today. These are the lawyers that they come for before us today. You know what, these are the lawyers that once upon a time was my student. I will be very proud of this telling you today that Shah Munzirul Haq, one of the adjudicators who is here on the platform, was my student, was my first student at the Islamic University, Kushtia. I will also tell you one thing today. When I was teaching at the Islamic University in Kushtia, it was the chancellor, it was at that point in time, the vice chancellor, Professor Sirajul Islam, who came from Islamic University, who was the vice chancellor of the Islamic University in Kushtia, but he had a different background. He had history, yes, from the University of Dhaka. He was also from the University of Dhaka. He told me that, you know what, you have to wear, I'll tell you something on a very personal note. It is just to inspire all of you. He told me, can you wear an apron? Because it's an Islamic, and there are all boys here. There are no girls. So could you wear an apron? And I said, I will. If that be the reason, if the policy of the university is, I will. Of course I will. Would you believe my parents were very, very surprised that I had taken up that challenge and went. I did stay for 1 year. And let me tell you one thing, there were all boys there. And one day, it was the admission coming, like after 3 months or 4 months, the admission process would start. I went, I sought an appointment with the Vice Chancellor. I went to the Vice Chancellor, Professor Sirajul Islam. I wish he was alive there. May Almighty grant him Jannah. I told him, can I have an appointment with you? The registrar had arranged a meeting with me. And then I told him, sir, if you could have women professors, the lady professors here at the Islamic University, can't we not have girl students? He looked at me and he said, I don't think, because it will be a very great challenge. It's, after all, it's in Kushtia. It'll take time. I said, no, I want to leave the university, because in the meantime, it is not the wedding bell, but it was the meantime that the Dhaka University had called applications, and I would be appearing, and I would be coming out of Islamic University and will join Dhaka University. But before that, I wanted to give something to the Islamic University which will be remembered all their life. So I told Professor Sirajul Islam, the Vice Chancellor of the university, please give me this chance. Before I leave, I want to take interviews of the girls. I may not be able to see them, but I will hear that, yes, there are girl students. And would you believe I could convince? I was young then, wasn't I? I was young then, but I could convince him. By my whatever it is, I could convince. There was nobody in the room. I could convince him. I could tell him. And then he allowed me. And that is when the girl students came in to the Islamic University, not in law only, everywhere. It's wonderful to see the girl students of today at the Islamic University in Kushtia. So what I wanted to tell you is this, actually my main point is this, that we inspire each other. I get inspired every day, even a Muriala who is there, even as somebody who is selling tea, even a girl who is selling the garlands, especially during the winter time, she encourages me as well. So each one of us should be an inspiration for each one of you. So I would like to again congratulate those who have participated, those who have inspired you to participate. I wish all of you have taken a lot of time. I know that because you have. I was told by Nasreen that you do have a very, I think a sub-program is there, the musical program. I'm sure that you're all waiting for this. That I wish my young friends Godspeed and ahead a very bright career in law or in any other career that you may be in. Let me also wish and pray that this pandemic, Mr. or Miss COVID, I don't know what it is, passes, and wish you all a very Merry Christmas and a very Happy New Year. Happy holidays. Thank you once again for inviting me to this grand gala evening. Thank you. And I look forward to be a part of the NILS as long as I'm alive. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank Thank you, Honorable Madam, for always speaking up in the programs of youths and providing a unique perspective to enlighten them. We are truly inspired and extremely honored to have you among us. Ladies and gentlemen, although we are still going through a pandemic situation, we got extremely great response from all the enthusiastic participants in the second International Law Fest 2020. All the participants of the moot court competition and the poster presentation will get e-certificate. We also have a bucket of awards for the winners. Ladies and gentlemen, now we will unveil the e-certificate which will be provided to the participants of the second International Law Fest 2020. The e-certificate which will be provided to the participants of second International Law Fest 2020 will be unveiled now. This is a certificate which will be provided to the participants very soon by the organizers who have successfully participated the second International Law Fest, the moot court competition, and the poster presentation, as well as the international webinar. Thank you. Moving forward, I am now anticipating that the finalists of the poster presentation competition and the second IHL moot court competition are impatiently waiting for the result. To accomplish this toughest task, I'd like to invite on microphone Mr. Ashok Kormukar, Chief Art Director, Prothom Alo, an adjudicator of the final round of the poster presentation, to announce the result of the poster presentation. Mr. Ashok Kormukar.
Hello.
Yes, sir, we can hear you. Before that, I'd like to request the organizer to stop sharing the screen because we'd like to hear from Mr. Ashok, sir, right now.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
I'm hearing here all distinguished guest lecture, and really it's a tough job for the organize everything. I'm not speaker, but I'm artist, so I didn't too much speak in here without announcing the winners' names, but I give thanks the chief guest, special guest organizers, participants, and also educators, and all our viewers and participants uh, uh, who are getting the prize in here. I'm just now announcing from third prize. The third prize winning a group, the Naurin Zahan and Snigdha Das Tweety. They are getting the third prize. And second prize winning the duel, the second prize position, a group, Habiba Manjur and Muhammad Abul Hassan. And also another person, second prize winning, Orunna Hussain Saqib. And the first position are winning Rubaiyat Al Mahi and Faiza Kamal Munmun. This is a group. So thank you for everything, and I am glad to join here with a big experience. I'm learned from here so many experience, and I am just thanks for everything to organizers. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ashok sir, for your contribution and support towards the Second International Law Fest 2020. Now, for the convenience of the participants and the winners of the poster presentation, I'd like to repeat the participants who have won their positions respectively, including the name of the universities. So as the participants have already heard from Mr. Ashok sir, that first position has been won by Rubaya Al-Mahim and Faiza Kamal Munmun from Kumilla University. Second position is won by Orna Hussain Saqib, Southeast University, Bangladesh. Jointly, second position is won by another two participants, Habiba Munjur and Muhammad Abul Hasnat, Green University of Bangladesh. And third position has been won by Naurin Jahan and Snigdha Das Choiti from Southeast University, Bangladesh. Congratulations, winners, for your wonderful performance. Ladies and gentlemen, now we would like to show you the awards which will be provided to the winners of the poster presentation on gender-based violence and rape of women. This is the first award. This is the award which will be provided to the winner who has received first position. This is the poster presentation. Can you please show the award which will be provided, the crest? So this is the crest which will be given to the champion of poster presentation competition on gender-based violence and justice for rape victims. Can we move on to the second crest? This is for second runner-up. Please move on to the first runner-up's crest. Finally, it will be provided to the first runner-up. Thank you, volunteer, for your assistance. Now, moving forward, I'd like to announce the overall result of the second IHL Moot Court competition, except for announcing the result of its final round, because one of our adjudicators of final round will announce the result of the final round only. But we have some other awards for the winners of the overall second IHL Moot Court competition. So the participants of second IHL Moot Court competition, now hold your breath, because I'm going to announce the participants who have received the Best Memorial Award. So the Best Memorial Award goes to University of Chittagong, team number 2041. Congratulations, team number 2041, for achieving the Best Memorial Award. Moving forward, the second best memorial scorers are, there are more than one winner of second best memorial score. Second best memorial scorers are Khulna University, team number 2021, University of Borishal, team number 2024, and finally, another team of University of Chittagong, team number 2042. Third best memorial scorers are East West University, team number 2047, and Jagannath University, team number 2038. Congratulations to all the winners for achieving Best Memorial Award and getting recognition of achieving second best memorial score and third best memorial score. Moving forward, I'd like to announce the achiever of Best Researcher Award. The Best Researcher Award goes to Mr. Asiful Goni, student from University of Chittagong, team number 2042. I'd like to repeat, the Best Researcher Award goes to Asiful Goni from University of Chittagong, team number 2042. However, we have some other scorers, good scorers, who have written very well in the researcher test. The second best researcher scorer is Mehnaz Khan from LCLS, team number 2040. Second best researcher scorer is Mehnaz Khan. And finally, third best researcher scorers are more than one participant, more than one winner. Sadat Uddin Ahmed from BRAC University. So only we have the third best researcher, only Sadat Uddin Ahmed from BRAC University, team number 2026. Moving forward, Best Advocate Award of this competition has been won by Gyani Mahsina Haq from North South University, team number 2023. And this is not the only name. There is another winner of Best Advocate Award. And she is another she, Sumaya Islam from Southern University, Bangladesh, team number is not written here. So it is Sumaya Islam from Southern University, Bangladesh. So I'd like to repeat, the winners of Best Advocate Award are Gianni Mahsina Haq from North South University and Sumaya Islam from Southern University, Bangladesh. Congratulations, both the winners. Second best advocate scorer is Afrin Sultana Ami from Jahangirnagar University, team number 2034. And third best advocate scorers are, there are two participants who have received third best advocate score. They are Kaji Fayaz Ahmed from Jahangirnagar University, team number 2035, and Shushmita Bonik, Jagannath University, team number 2038. Congratulations, all the winners, for your achievement. Ladies and gentlemen, now I'd like to invite on microphone Mr. Mukarramas Saklan, Advocate, Supreme Court of Bangladesh, and an honorable adjudicator of the second IHL Moot Court competition, to announce the result of the final round of the second IHL Moot Court competition. But before that, I'd like to say a few words about Mr. Mukarramas Saklan. He is a person who never says no to the members of NILS if we go for any kind of assistance to Mr. Mukarramas Saklan. Mr. Mukarramas Saklan, now it's your turn to announce the result of the final round of the second IHL Moot Court competition 2020. Thank you.
Thank you, Pishwar, for giving me the floor. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is the toughest thing I am conducting ever, but this is a happy moment, I think, for the participants, because they all are waiting for this moment. I would like to invite the team 2026 and team 2023 to turn on their camera. We'd like to show your see your faces, because definitely there are some emotions on your faces. So I think since we are in virtual mode, but we have to look at the faces. Yes, I think all of you can open your camera and open the mic as well, unmute your mic, because we want to hear the cheers or the heartbeats, what is going on you.
Saklan,
First,
Saklan,
sir.
excuse me. Let us know the name of the team, especially the university.
I will, sir.
Yeah,
first,
thank you.
I would like to announce the third runner-up. This is the University of Chittagong. Their team code is 2041. And the second runner-up, it's a nice sound. The second runner-up is East West University, and their team code is 2047. And the final result, the final was held between team 2026 and team 2023. So the range, the number code range, there is a difference. There is a difference of 3, 2026 minus 2023. So it's if we deduct it, then there is a difference of 3. And the distance of their score is also like less than 3. And who could be the winner? I would like to announce the number first. The runner-up team obtained 76.16, and the champion team obtained 78.41. So the difference is 2.25. So it was our unanimous decision among the judges. I heard it from the organizers. But who it could be? There were 2 universities. One university was BRAC University. Their code number was 2023. And another university was North-South University. Their code number was 2023. Dear finalists, please unmute your mic. Everyone can unmute the mic. It's my request, because we don't want to miss the cheers. And who it could be? Can we guess? I found some heartbeat in the participants. Who it could be? I think we cannot guess. But the winner is BRAC University, team 2026.
Congratulations.
Okay. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, team BRAC University.
Yeah, congratulations.
And
Congratulations,
congratulations, the runner-up team as well, North-South University. There is a very big fight.
Congratulations, the runner-up.
Yeah, both of the teams were very competent, and it was very hard for the adjudicators to decide who is the. There is a narrow difference. I congratulate both of the team, and thank you very much. Thank you, News Bangladesh, for inviting us in this program. I hand over my turn to Mr. Pizula for the next.
Thank you, Mr. Saklan Bhai, for your support all the time. Can I see the faces of the champion team and the runners-up team of the second IHL Moot Court Competition 2020, BRAC University and North-South University? I can see only the faces of 2 researchers, I guess.
No, the other voters are also here.
All right.
The other voters can, if you say some hello to all of the participants and.
Team-wise,
I'd like to share your choice. Team-wise, champion team, BRAC University. Can you see your faces and hear your shouts?
Yeah.
Congratulations, Team BRAC University.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Now it's turned for the North-South University. North-South University participants, the runner-up team. Out of 29 universities, we got 2 finalists, and North-South University has won the runner-up trophy. Congratulations, North-South University team.
Thank you.
Can
Thank
I
you.
see the runner-up team as
Thank
well?
you.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
here
Yeah,
is
this is
everyone.
the runner-up
Yes,
team.
congratulations.
So can you hear your shouts as well? Because it is a great achievement.
Yes, yes. Here's to
All
us.
Thank you.
Um,
Congratulations.
Is there
Your
any presence
participation.
of second runner-up and third runner-up? We can also congratulate them for the hectic
Yes.
semi-final.
Right. So the second runner-up. Can you see their faces?
From East
Probably.
West University.
From East West University, yes, second runner-up from East West University. Congratulations. And finally, third runner-up from University of Chittagong. Can we hear your shouts as well? I know you
Yes,
are
we can see one
a
of the
little bit
voters.
disappointed, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's all about a competition. It's a competition, and scoring 4th position, 3rd position is not less than being a champion, because there were 29 universities, public and private universities. Even we have one participant university from Nepal. So congratulations to all the teams for your great performance and achievement. Now I'd like to request the volunteer to display the award of champion team. Mr. Saif, can you hear me? All right.
Yeah, this is the champion.
This is the trophy of champion team. BRAC University is going to receive it very soon. Now I'd like to request Mr. Saif to display the trophy of runner-up team. So this is the trophy which will be delivered to the runner-up team, the North-South University team. Here, I'd like to inform all the participants that you will be presented with e-certificates for your participation. Moreover, all the winners of awards of different segments of this event will be presented awards and trophies. At this stage of the grand closing ceremony, I'd like to invite on microphone Professor ABM Abu Noman Sir, Dean, Faculty of Law, University of Chittagong, and Advisor NILS Bangladesh to deliver his closing speech. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear from Professor ABM Abu Noman Sir.
Thank you, Pichuar. Thank you also for your wonderful hosting. The Honorable Chief Guest of the closing ceremony, the legendary personality, Her Excellency, Honorable Justice Naima Haider Chaudhuri, Madam, Honorable Justice of the High Court Division, the Supreme Court of Bangladesh. Advocate Shah Munjurul Haq, the special guest, Bangladesh Supreme Court, and the Honorable Advisor of the NILS Bangladesh. Professor Dr. Farhana Helal Mehtab of the Daffodil International University, Professor Christian Richardson of the Jagannath University, Advocate Pratik Bokshi, founder of the NILS, Miss Nicole is here maybe, and the Professor Irini Victoria. Distinguished adjudicators, resource person, all panel speakers, participants, and students from the home and abroad. Assalamu alaikum, and a very, very good evening and the warm greetings of our great victory day. At the first of my speech, I convey my deepest respect to our father of nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, 3 million martyrs of our great liberation war, and 250,000 of our mothers, daughters and sisters who sacrificed their lives and honor to free our country from Pakistani perpetrators. It is very challenging for me after the powerful, mesmerizing, and the motivational speech of today's chief guest. But according to her advice, we have to take challenge. Now I will take the challenge to deliver my speech after our chief guest speech. I'm very much happy and delighted to work with such kind of the young stars, the NILS Bangladesh chapters. And Nasrin told that they always tortured me. Nasrin and the other members of the league, I always love to be tortured by you, because in our time, we don't have this kind of the international or the national organization. But you have lucky enough, you work with such kind of the organization. 3 days International Law Fest 2020. I can't imagine as a dean, I can't imagine even a single day of any event, but you people did it. You people did it. Wonderful. Professor Mehta Papa already told that the international webinar, oh my God, Patrick was there. My friend Ridwan was there. What a powerful and what a academic session was there. And I was observing the final round, little bit, not the whole, the international moot court competition. The Nicole was there. What was argument was put forward by the participants. Oh my God, what a powerful. I'm really I'm really, really, I think, glad to hear such kind of the powerful argument under the IHL, under the international instruments, under the Geneva Conventions. So this is really, I'm really hopeful. These boys and girls who are the future maker of our country. And I'm really sure the Vision 2041, we should not that much time, inshallah. And before 2041, we'll reach goal, we'll be a developed country by our young stars. And I'm really grateful to the Genocide and the Justice Center of the Liberation War Museum, because Liberation War Museum, it is our pride. It is our pride. And our generation, our new generation, our boys and girls, they have to know what atrocities was happened in 1971. What were the sacrifices by our freedom fighters? So I'm really grateful to the Mofidul Bhai and the other trustee of the Liberation War Museum, who for their generous support to organize such kind of the international law fest. Though this is the pandemic situations, but they did a lot. They supported a lot to organize this wonderful event. So we really believe in the future time, in the upcoming Third International Law Fest 2021, definitely there will be no the pandemic situations, and our students and all participants, they will get the opportunity to visit inside our memorials, inside our Liberation Museum. So at that time, they will understand what sacrifices was done by our freedom fighters. And if we look at the other activities, I think the poster presentations, this is wonderful and this is innovative. We're really grateful to our great artist, Mr. Ashok Kormokar, and also the Christine and the other adjudicators, also the Dr. Mehta Papa also. And this is a new innovation. Law students, they're always behind by the section, thinking the law, but this and that. But I sincerely believe this is the one achievement of the Second International Law Fest. Poster presentation with multidisciplinary approach. While the students of the social sciences, political science, human rights, and the other discipline, they join. And they, I think, not only they participated, but if you look at the poster, that the whole scenario of the gender-based violence, as well as the remedies and the other activities was shown in their poster. So I really convey my thanks to the organizing committee for their innovative idea, to come up with the innovative idea. And last but not least, I have to convey my organizing committee. This is very hard task. I know when I call several times to Nasreen, sir, don't bother us again, because I'm so choosy in some contents of the poster and something like that, because they were very much hectic, very much. And this is not a matter of joke. This is an international platform. And our chief guest has already mentioned that it's really international law fest, where the Patrick was one of the panelist speaker, where the Nicole here and the Irene here, and the other students and the participants from the foreign university, foreign law schools. So I sincerely believe this is strength of the NILS Bangladesh chapter. And now I believe why the NILS Bangladesh chapter, you have won the chapter of the year in the last year. So please keep it up. Please keep it up. I should not make my speech long. I'm too emotional today because we are the teachers, and our chief guest already mentioned that this is the successfulness of teacher when their students will success in their life. So I sincerely believe, I pray for you from the core of my heart that you people, you have to shine in life. And I have to conclude that the one powerful and the motivational and the mesmerizing speech of our chief guest, earn by serving. Because if you look at the motto, you have already inserted in your constitution, the constitution of the NILS Bangladesh, because you have the social responsible to build your society, to uphold the justice in the society. So I congratulate all of you, all the winning team. There is no win and lose situation. There is win-win situation. So I congratulate Black University and the North-South University. But don't be disheartened to the other I think the law schools, because this is not the matter of joke. To put argument under the international humanitarian law. Still, I'm teaching international humanitarian law since 1 decade, but still this is the very tricky subject for me also. But when I'm looking at my students, they are that show their reasoning and also the arguments under this international legal framework. I sincerely believe you did it, you are doing, and you will do. So this is our success, our achievement at the end of the day. So thank you, especially I think the nucleus of the NILS Bangladesh, Nasreen. I never tell anything about the Nasreen, since she's my student. And one secret, we are from the same place, our birthplace is the same. So I knew Nasreen from the very childhood, and we are culturally motivated. We did a lot of the cultural organization in our locality. But Nasreen, you did a lot. Please keep it up. Please keep it up. Patrick, you are the lighthouse. You show the light, and the other countries and the other world, they are bearing the torch. So I sincerely believe, Nasreen, you are the nucleus of the NILS. Sometimes the people, I show you feed your child, I think, feed you the younger sisters and the brothers. So you are also the mother of the NILS. This is your recognition. Please keep it up. And your dream, by your dream, I sincerely believe our law students, our member of the NILS will engage themselves, not only in their professional career, but also to build a just society. Thank you once again. Especially thanks to our Naima Haider madam. Madam, we are really, really grateful to you, because when I call, Nasreen request me, sir, firstly you just call and then I talk to the madam. So I should not feel hesitate, just call the madam. And madam, no problem. I just check my schedule. If I have the time, I am very much glad to join in the NILS program. Madam, salute to you. Thank you so much. In the future, any endeavor of the NILS, definitely you will be with us. And thank you, Mehta Papa, Christine, Pijuar, Saklan. Saklan, you did a great job. Saklan is my student, one of the bright students. now the one of the bright young star of the practicing lawyer in the Supreme Court of Bangladesh. So we have this kind of our brightest students. So we should not. In 1971, our brave freedom fighters, they have shown their courage. They defeated the Pakistani soldiers and the Pakistani perpetrators. And I sincerely believe in 2020, we also defeated and come under the purview of the trial that person who dishonored our father of the nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. And in 2041, before that, with this, the young scholars and the young boys and girls, I think we reached to our goal that we will be the member of the developing country. So সবাইকে আবারও শুভেচ্ছা জানাচ্ছি। সবশেষে বলছি যে আমাদের যে প্রাণের কথা, যে আমার সোনার বাংলা আমি তোমায় ভালোবাসি, আমার দেশকে আমরা এইভাবে ভালোবাসি থাকতে চাই। এবং এই ল ফেস্টের একটা উল্লেখযোগ্য দিক হচ্ছে